Welcome to another edition of Cooking Hawaiian Style, where we feature local guests, artists, and celebrities from Hawaii. I want to thank you guys for all the email. Keep them coming. We got this one from the Freitas Ohana in Po'oa. My Ohana really enjoys watching the show and they love to cook. We started growing our own fresh herbs and was wondering if you had any tips for keeping the herbs fresh longer after we pick them. It's a very good. I got one for basil. After the basil that you don't use, stick it in cold water, room temperature, and leave it out. It'll last longer. All right? Keep those emails coming. Today we got some very special guests. My brothers are on the show, the Tabura brothers, so don't go anywhere. Cooking Hawaiian Style. Let's get cooking.
When you're living on the island, such a diverse Hawaii. When you've tasted all the flavors from the mountain to the sea, we're cooking Hawaiian style. Oh, Hawaiian style. Oh, cooking Hawaiian style. Oh, Hawaiian style. Oh, we're cooking Hawaiian style.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my two brothers, Chef Adam, Makani. This is always a good time for us because we spent a lot of time in the kitchen growing up. But now we're gonna formally do this, so you guys have to behave. Are you starting already without me?
You know what, bro? We gotta get going.
All right, we got a lot of stuff to cook. We're gonna start with the bread pudding first,
Yes.
right? Because it's gonna take a little while. We're gonna put it in the oven. Tell us, Makani, what are you doing over there?
Every household has leftover bread.
Yeah.
What do you do with your leftover bread, especially the heels? Mom Tabura always said, make something.
Yeah.
So
We never used to waste anything. Growing up on Lanai, we were poor, plus never have fast food. This is one of the simplest bread puddings you're ever gonna make. So you're just taking all the leftover bread from the kitchen.
Even the neighbors.
Yeah. As
And-
long as no more mold on top, you can use them.
You can pick them off if you want.
And we even use mix it up with sweet bread,
Yeah.
or if you get different types of loaves. If you get one wheat, one heel left of the white, throw them in there.
Anything goes in here.
Okay.
About bite-sized pieces you want to tear them up into.
And then Adam, what are you doing?
So what I'm gonna do is break this bread down a little more. I got plenty right here. I'm gonna make a custard.
Okay.
So as we make a custard, I'm taking these Peterson eggs, really nice eggs. I took a little brown sugar into it.
We got to thank the Peterson family out in Wahiwa.
Yes.
Try to use all local ingredients in this kitchen.
Very good.
How many
natural
eggs are you using?
So I put about 4 to 5 eggs in there. I'm gonna
Okay.
take some of our coconut cream.
All right. Coconut cream. Looks so good. Makani, where are you dancing now? You dancing still?
Moving into the emceeing side, so
Yeah.
a couple luau's.
You're getting old already. Huh? If you don't know, Makani
Sometimes.
dances hula and hosts a lot of the events around town in the Hawaiian community. All right, how much milk did you want? Cream?
So I put a little bit of coconut milk in there.
Coconut milk,
Sorry,
okay.
not cream, coconut milk. And I got some heavy cream. So I basically made a basic custard.
What,
Peterson
about
eggs.
1 cup?
About 2 cups of coconut milk and about 4 cups of heavy cream.
All right.
So I'm gonna take this simple custard. I'm gonna pour it over Makani's bread. Let's see. I want to take a little bit out. You know, while I'm doing
That's
that,
it?
while I'm doing that, can you take these? Can you take these and butter them for me?
We got a lot of things going on
Yeah.
here, so we'll get some action going now.
Wipe the
right?
butter, get it a little buttered up.
So you're gonna butter some
I can
pans.
always add more bread. So what I'm gonna do is add the custard to my bread.
If you don't have these type of baking cups, what can you use? Anything?
You know what? These are nice cast iron
you go.
dishes that I have. You could use a whole pan and mold it. So I'm gonna
Okay.
get my hands in here,
Let me move this out of the way.
get those nice and buttered up.
All right.
So all I want to do is soak the custard into the bread. I like my bread pudding a little loose, so I don't want to add too much bread to it where it's too dry. I want to keep it nice and moist. And this is real simple. We're not adding any other raisins or cranberries or nothing. This is what I call the mom home style plantation recipe.
All right.
So I'm gonna take some of the bread pudding.
Shove in the
mix 'em
little
all.
cups.
Yeah.
And you could do this in a pan too, right? If you
do
just
it in
want to make a bunch.
A pan or a mold, whatever you feel.
Yeah.
So get into the pans.
Easy recipe.
Eggs, cream, brown sugar, coconut milk. Sometimes you can put ground ginger or cinnamon if you like. It's a little messy, but it's fun. So
But I noticed you.
hopefully I get some on Makani's shirt.
Yeah. Get him
Halfway
dirty.
done.
Let him do something.
nobody said I was gonna
Makani's
get
the one
dirty.
always giving direction, by the way.
Well, the good thing about being the middle Tabura is that I never had to cook because you guys always did it.
That's true. He was always directing us how much he needs.
No,
You
he
know
used
what I
to
mean?
clean the yard.
All right, here you go.
Thank you.
All right, that's it. What do we put the oven at?
So I got my oven set at 350.
Okay.
I have a pan here that's already simmering, so I get the water going hot. I'm gonna take my bread pudding and I'm gonna put it right in here. And as I
What do they call this?
This is called a double boiler or a water bath.
Okay,
So,
water bath.
If you want to wait for me.
So you notice we started with dessert first, yeah? That's the way to do it. Because of course it's gonna take a little bit longer. We're gonna throw it in the oven.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop it in the oven for about 20, 25 minutes. And when I'm doing that, I'm gonna get my double boiler going here to melt my chocolate sauce. So
Okay, and how do we preheat the oven to?
I preheat the oven at 350.
All right.
I'm gonna put it in there for about 25 minutes.
All right, when we come back, we're gonna start on the venison chili and we'll check on that bread pudding a little bit later, all right? It's Cooking Hawaiian Style with the Tabura brothers. Don't go anywhere. This segment of Cooking Hawaiian Style is brought to you by Chef Marvro and Hali Ke Aloha Restaurant. Welcome back to Cooking Hawaiian Style with my brothers, Makani, Chef Adam. We got the bread pudding, my mom's recipe, in the oven, and we're gonna add some coconut meat to this thing, and we can try to crack a young coconut open. There we go.
Save me the juice.
Good job. And you're gonna need the juice for hydrate, yeah?
Hey, hydrate, energy drink.
Chef, what are you gonna use the meat for?
I'm gonna check it out and see if I get some young meat in there.
Uh-huh.
Look at that.
And we're gonna use
Perfect
that for
for
what?
Makani's hula show.
And then what are we gonna use the meat for?
We'll just hold on the side for now. I'm gonna try to take some of the meat out so we can use it for our bread pudding garnish.
Okay. I'll move
Right
this
now I
on
got
the
a
side.
double boiler going on. We're gonna make my chocolate sauce.
Chocolate sauce. What do we need?
So we're gonna take some butter, some
right.
white chocolate, a little bit of brown sugar.
Okay.
I usually put a little bit of whiskey or something like that in there, but today we're gonna keep it virgin.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take a little bit of butter.
Okay. How many times you made this, Makani? You know, because Adam shows us how to make it all, and then we do it on our own, and then we call him to say how much we need. How much?
All of it. We never really measure, but it kind of works out.
So you do 2 handfuls of the white chocolate, right, Chef?
Perfect.
Two
So we're gonna
handfuls?
let it sit for a minute. I'm gonna add this. You can see how it's starting to melt already.
Yeah.
I don't want it to melt too quick because I want the butter and the little bit of the half and half to come together.
And what we're doing, just doing a pan with hot water and a bowl to kind of like.
So I make a double boiler. So what I have here is a Pyrex glass bowl, some water, basically making a double boiler. So I'm cooking it by the steam. Makani, if you want to just swirl that slowly.
How much butter did you put
Don't
in
mix
there?
it too hard. I put about a half a tablespoon.
Okay.
Because what I want to do is just slowly warm it up. So while he's stirring that around, we can kind of check in my oven real quick. You want to
Alright.
scoot back just for a second?
So how long do we put the bread pudding in the oven?
It's been in there for about 15 minutes. So we have another 10 minutes.
I wish you could smell this. It's very simple. All right.
Good. It's looking good.
We got a lot of stuff to cook here. So how long is this gonna take? You want to start on the venison
Yeah,
chili?
so we're gonna get you wanna slide that over to that burner, and then we can turn that on. I'll take this pan.
All right. So we're making some venison chili, and this venison chili is pretty amazing because this is fresh venison, right, Chef?
Fresh venison. You know, I want to say a big thank you to my cousin Stan Ruiz on the island of Lanai with him and his boys going out and getting this fresh venison. Thank you to Makani and my younger brother Butch for sitting around and grinding it for a couple hours.
It
Saved
wasn't
me a couple
fun.
hours.
It was fun. Well, okay.
I don't think a lot of people get venison on Lanai.
You know, venison actually came to Hawaii early 1800s. It was a gift from Hong Kong to Kamehameha V, but they thought it was going to be a good thing for economy. But now it's pretty much a nuisance.
Good thing for a Lanai economy. I tell you, it's one of the healthiest meats you can eat. And Adam's been making a venison chili on Aloha Plate, which has been kind of like the go-to everybody's been asking for if he doesn't serve it. Chef, what are you doing over there?
So right now I got some home-style Portuguese sausage.
Okay.
Some smoked pork belly.
All right. We're just
I'm
doing
gonna-
like a half a Portuguese sausage?
Yeah, I'm just doing about a pound of meat today. Just enough for us to eat. It's gonna take about 3 to 4 hours to cook, so I'm gonna get this bacon going.
All right.
Once I get this going, we can add the sausage to it.
So he's giving away the recipe for his venison chili. And we grew up eating this, which is really interesting how it's become so popular now, yeah?
What's really weird is that we're actually having to show people how to do it. You usually tell us what to do. Just do it.
Yeah, that's right. All right, Portuguese sausage, some bacon, pork belly. Sometimes you use shinsato pork.
I also use, when we do the Eat the Streets and when we promote the farm to table, I like to use a lot of local ingredients. So shinsato pork is one of my favorite porks here in Oahu. So if there's any other farmers out there that have great product, let us know. We love to use it, but
Yes, for
we
sure.
love to use local product.
Okay.
You mind passing me an onion, please?
Onion,
And a celery, if you don't mind, brother.
celery, how many stalks?
Maybe 2 sticks.
Which one is the celery? I'm just
That's
kidding.
that one.
I know what the celery is.
You
Come
sure?
on, come on. Here you go. Celery. What? Half an onion?
Half an onion is plenty.
2 celery stalks.
2 celery sticks.
Okay.
Small dice it real quick. Nothing fancy today. It's a home style cooking.
All right.
He always says nothing fancy, but
I
he's
know,
a chef.
but it's hard to make. So when we come back, we're gonna put the rest of this venison chili together. Chef Adam Tabura right over there. Makani, my 2 brothers on the show with us today. It's Cooking Hawaiian Style. Don't go anywhere. This segment of Cooking Hawaiian Style is brought to you by Elena's Finest Filipino Foods. Welcome back to Cooking Hawaiian Style. I'm here with my brothers, Chef Adam, Makani. We're cooking things that we grew up eating. We just took the bread pudding, Mom's coconut bread pudding out of the oven. Adam, you did the venison chili. We made it in the pan, put all the ingredients in before we went to break, and then you put it in this pot here. What did you do?
You know, I like to saute my meat down and get it browned up in a nice saute pan. But when it's ready to stew up, I put it in Popo Ing's stew pot.
Oh, nice.
It's like a Dutch oven, so it's gonna keep all the heat in there, keep it real hot, cooking for 3-4 hours, but it's almost there.
This is our finished product there, so we'll check that out at the end. All right, now what are we doing now?
So now I just scored the moi real on both sides.
Okay.
See this nice moi from Diamond Head Seafood.
Okay.
Friends of ours there. I'm gonna score both sides, seasoned with the garlic herb salt from the spice rack.
We have a lot of people that are watching not from Hawaii now. What do you want to tell them about moi?
Moi is a fish that only ali'i or kings and queens could eat. So prized that they actually made fish ponds to cultivate this fish. So if you were royalty, you could eat the fish. Today we just act like it, so we're lucky.
All right. So what do you call this, chef?
This is a deep fried moi. You know, today we want to go back to the basics and share with everybody at home how we eat at home. And this is pretty much what we do. We make some kind of stew, soup, or chili. We make some kind of fresh fried fish, some sashimi maybe. And of course, we finished off with a bread pudding.
All right, so we just put some oil in the pan, some Hawaiian salt, and some of your blend on that fish.
Yeah.
And you're dipping it
I'm just dredging it lightly in flour just to get a little bit of texture on the fish.
Oh,
So I
man.
have 2 of them going.
Looks winner. Looks winner. We gotta say hi to Mom. Mom at home watches the show every week. You know, she always calls to scold me about not washing our hands. We always wash our hands during the break, just
Even
so you guys
before
know.
I use the restroom.
Yes. And after. All right. So don't worry, Ma. We wash our hands. Okay. All these recipes and the ingredients, the exact amounts you can find on our website, cookinghawaiianstyle.com. The bread pudding that we made, the sauce is done, already.
Sauce is done, the chocolate
Okay.
sauce.
We'll put that on at the end, I guess. What are you doing over
so
here?
right now what I'm doing, I got some cherry tomatoes from the garden, some shallots. I made a simple sesame soy dressing just to coat the bean sprouts that we have. You know, bean sprouts are kind of, people think they're really low income and not really fun, but growing up in Hawaii, this is one of our staples. I mean, this and cabbage went a long way. So today I'm gonna just give it some credibility of the greatness of it, the crisp, the crunch. It's gonna be just a little.
It's kind of weird because, you know, growing up, I cooked for these 2 guys. And now, they cook for me now. And especially Adam. Adam like cooks for all of us now. What's your favorite dish from him?
It's got to be the pork with what sauce do you use? It's the pork with the tomato and the vinegar.
Shinsato pork belly with the tomato onion.
Oh yeah, kind of like lechon kawali almost, but it's not crispy. I know which one you're talking about.
Tabura, I mean, basically everything he does.
Yeah.
He comes to my house and uses leftovers and makes gourmet food.
Right.
So I got some fresh hot chili peppers, some garlic. I took some of the chili peppers and I pickled them.
Okay.
So we're gonna take some of these chilies.
Those are
chop
good,
it up.
by the way. I eat those. He made a bucket of those chili peppers pickled, and I eat them with everything. Make omelet, eat the pepper.
It's gonna be kind of like our dipping sauce or relish, if you want to call it. That's going along with the fried fish. Ooh,
Okay.
did I get you?
And how long should we do the moi?
We're gonna do the moi about 6 to 7 minutes on both sides.
We want crispy.
But we don't
right?
want to touch the fish when you're frying it. You want to let it go.
Okay.
You want to let it. It's kind of like that. If you mess around with it, it's gonna break up and fall apart, and then you get scolding from auntie and uncle. So you kind of let it go. It'll tell you when it's ready. You kind of hear the fryer going. It's gonna not be as high like it is. So in a minute, I'm gonna check it, flip it over, another 7-8 minutes on the other side.
Okay, and then the sauce that you're making.
The
Tell us
sauce,
real quick what's in there.
garlic, chili peppers, pickled chili peppers. I'm gonna use some of this dressing to go on that because it's all gonna go together anyway.
Okay.
So I might just put this in here for today because it looks good anyway. So chopped up the chilies and the garlic. We're gonna make our little salad. You can take that from me. We're gonna check our moi real quick. Like I said, you don't want to mess it up and overdo it, but If you do it right, it should look like that.
That looks good.
Golden.
Perfect. All right, we're gonna get that golden. When we come back, we're gonna put it all together and we're gonna taste. Chef Adam, Makani, the Tabura brothers right here with Cooking Hawaiian Style. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Cooking Hawaiian Style. We got some great food, boy. We got the crispy moi. We got our coconut bread pudding. Makani, you want to finish this bread pudding up?
Sure.
We got our venison chili. Chef is just taking off the moi over there.
Hot pan.
Watch out for the hot pan behind you. All these recipes, all the ingredients, get it on our website, cookinghawaiianstyle.com. Chef, good job over there. You gonna put the
You're
sauce
like a
on there?
professional,
I
brother.
always wanted to
what's
do
going
this.
on? Oh, you look pretty good doing that too.
Right?
Yeah, you look fancy there, huh?
Fancy.
That is the white chocolate syrup.
If the chef wasn't standing next to me, I'd pour the whole thing on.
We also got the venison chili that we need to get on a plate, Chef.
Yes, so
You
what
got
was
this in this popoeng stew pot.
Popoeng stew
Oh, that
pot.
looks good, boy. We need to get a plate with rice. We get a bowl with rice, and then there's the pudding, the bread pudding, all leftover bread. Good job, amazing. Here's the venison chili. We got to thank Cousin Stanley for the venison from the island of Lanai.
And also to the boys of Lanai who was always getting
Yes,
us to meat.
very simple.
Awesome.
Makani and grind them.
It was running around last week.
Look at that. One scoop rice.
Little poached egg.
We also got a poached egg in there,
This is
so
a
we're going to do
Peterson
it
poached egg.
Moko style. Yes, Peterson Farm out in Wahiwa. Look at that. Beautiful. Man, the
You know
crew
what,
is
since-
snorting already. Can you
Since it's
hear the
both
crew
of you,
snorting?
I'm going to get
I
2
think
eggs.
there
for
you
you.
go.
All
That should
right.
be 2.
All right,
There
we'll
you
do
go.
that. Looks magnificent. You're going to drizzle the dressing on the moi? How do
Get
you
some
finish that off?
Well, the chili's going to be finished with some fried garlic first.
Fried garlic, all right.
The moi, I put over
Alright.
some bean sprouts. I marinated cherry tomatoes, shallots, chili pepper, garlic, sesame oil, brown sugar, love.
There's that sauce again. He always makes sauce.
The best sauces. Make sure you get the cookbook, Cooking Hawaiian Style. You can get it at cookinghawaiianstyle.com or amazon.com. Chef Adam Tabura, go visit the truck, Aloha Plate. Check out the Facebook page to find out where the truck's at. Makani, he'd be dancing all around town without his shirt. Today we had to make him wear his shirt. My 2 brothers, I love these guys. Until next time, it's Cooking Hawaiian Style. Aloha.
Aloha.